Hey everyone, Noah from Extreme Terrain here, and today I have Kyle. How are you doing, man?
Good, sir. You?
I'm doing just fine. We're actually going to be talking about his Tacoma a little bit today. It is a 2010 Toyota Tacoma with 17 by 11 inch blackout custom wheels with a 9mm offset. And that wheel and tire combo gives this Tacoma an aggressive stance. For tires, he has a 285/70 R17, which is going to roughly be a 33 by 11 inch tire. And those are Falken Wild Peak all-terrains. And then for suspension, he has Rough Country 3-inch suspension lift kit with the lifted N3 struts. Now, just as a whole, why did you choose this setup?
Well, you see every other Tacoma riding down the road, and they usually all have one thing in common: they're sagging in the back. So, I had to definitely change that. When I bought mine was sagging in the back too. It had some it had Bilstein setup, which was just not meant for the truck at all. So I definitely had to change that up and go with something get it level first. And I didn't want to go 6 inches. I thought that'd be a little bit too much, but 3 inches I think is just right.
And now, how are you using the setup? Do you see it just on road, or is it off road every once in a while, or are you just using it off road?
Oh, I use it on and off road. I take it, I mean, the mountains, the Huachuca Mountains are like not even 10 minutes away from my house. So I'm always up cruising around and, see what kind of trouble I can get into. There's a lot of places nearby, like sand dunes and a bunch of trails I can entertain with the truck, and it hasn't let me down yet.
So onto wheels. You have a 17 by 11 inch blackout wheel with a 9mm offset. And that wheel and tire combo gives this Tacoma an aggressive stance. Why did you choose this wheel?
It came with the truck, honestly. When I bought the truck used. That was about the only thing that's left from the truck that was originally on it. And I just decided, I really like the wheels, so I just kept them for a while. But I intend on using the truck like I normally do. I don't want to switch anything up and, hinder myself or hinder the truck in any way by getting some new wheels. But I'm pretty careful with them. But yeah, they just came with the truck, and it's a simple white on black combination with the truck, so it looks clean.
So the 11-inch width of the wheel paired with the 9mm offset gives the Tacoma an aggressive stance. Why did you go with that size combo?
Originally, I wanted to get the new Toyos, and I just shopped and looked around for them. I hit a couple places up, and then they didn't have them, so I just did some research and found something somewhat comparable, and decided to go with the Falkens. They had a good tread pattern, and actually it looked a lot similar to the new Toyos, and they were less money, so I wasn't complaining there. And they've been all right so far. Haven't really noticed anything too crazy with them. Just make sure you rotate them when you need to, and they should be fine.
Okay, so are you happy with the stance versus the stock stance?
Definitely more happy with the way my truck looks stance-wise, with the front bumper especially. When I got it, I didn't want it to look like everybody else's Tacoma, so I debadged it. It doesn't even have any, Toyota logos except for the one on the front. That's about it. I even got rid of the TRD stuff on the side and everything, so no complaints here. They've been a good tire.
On to tires then. That's an LT 285/70 R17, which is roughly a 33-inch by 11-inch tire. And those are Falken Wild Peak all-terrain. So why did you choose that tire specifically?
They had 285/70 17s that had the older Toyos on it. I heard the Falkens were really good as well. Price was good on them. I just lifted the truck up, because they were rubbing before on the truck, on the fender wells with the 285s before. I didn't have it lifted or nothing like that. So once I lifted it up, it seems to be doing fine.
So why did you choose Falken as a brand? Had you heard anything about them before from anybody else or anything like that?
My buddy, he had run Falkens before on his Jeep, and he stood by them, and I know he's a pretty good mechanic and stuff like that. So the reviews on them were good. I obviously did my shopping.
Now, why did you choose an all-terrain tire over something like a mud terrain tire?
I've driven my truck quite a ways, and I don't want that loud tire noise from the mud terrains, and they wear weird and stuff if you're on the road with them a lot. So I definitely decided to just go with the all-terrain, because it was, somewhere, it's like meet me in the middle, kind of concept. I don't want a highway tire, but I go off-road too many times to not have an all-terrain, so had to have it.
You kind of talked about the mannerisms of them a little bit. Would you say they're on the quieter side? Are they a little bit louder than you'd like? Are they smooth?
As long as you got the tire pressure's right in them, they're good. If not, they're going to start cupping on you. Make sure you rotate them, make sure that your tire pressures are good, and then you shouldn't have any problems with them.
Did you need to calibrate the truck for larger tires, like your speedo really off does the truck feel slower now that you have a larger tire on there?
No, it's like 3 or 4 miles an hour on average, so I haven't really noticed any huge difference in it. I just know to, accommodate for the speed and, set the cruise control accordingly and stuff like that so I don't get a ticket.
And then lastly, we're gonna move on to suspension. It's a Rough Country 3-inch suspension lift kit with the lifted N3 struts. And why'd you go with that lift kit?
I went with the lift kit just because it was like, there's no cutting or tearing into the truck and nothing, it's all, just plug and play, it's super simple. If you're just a beginner mechanic or something like that that's barely learning, that's the kit for you. I mean, I was a mechanic in the Air Force for a while, so I had no problem with it.
So I know you did talk about this a little bit before, but why did you go with the 3-inch kit?
I just went with the 3-inch kit because, like I said, I'm not off-roading all the time. I drive it in the city, I drive it off-road, so I just kind of wanted to be somewhere in the middle. I just don't want to have to jump up into the truck every time. I mean, I got the rock sliders on there, and that was the simplest thing I could find, I think, really, was that 3-inch kit.
Is there any reason you went with a Rough Country kit?
I've heard about them in the past. I've seen, videos from them. I've seen promotional stuff from them. They have good reviews. Like I said, everybody says it's, everything's pretty easy to install. It's like plug and play. It's all basically kind of around the same ballpark of what people run in their trucks. So, Rough Country just sounded like a good fit. I mean, everybody had good things to say about it. So, and it was a no-brainer for me.
Now, did you have any fitment issues or any rubbing with the wheels and tires at that height?
If I'm flexing really hard, they might rub a little bit. Like if I'm at a weird angle, kind of like with my left front, let's say on the ground, and my right rear kind of up and into the wheel well, yeah, it might rub a little bit towards the front of the wheel well. But other than that, I haven't really had any issues. And that's why, if anything, I would probably, even with the 3-inch lift, just keeping the 265s, but keeping the all-terrain for sure.
Are you happy with the way the height looks, the tires look? Like when you step back and look at it, it looks how you want?
Oh yeah, everybody. I mean, I've gotten a lot of compliments just from everybody loves front bumper more than anything, but the stance and everything, the bumper just make it look, definitely different from other Tacomas.
So looking back, and now that we've kind of gone over all of it, is there anything that you would have done differently, and do you have any bigger plans for the future?
Yes, I do. I'm kind of waiting on 1552 wheels lined up. If not, I'm going to go with just the TRD, with the red lettering, the TRD off-road wheels probably. I'm going to upgrade the stereo as well. I already got pretty much everything to do that, so that's going to be happening real soon. And a winch, I need to get a new winch too as well and get that in the bumper. And maybe a rear bumper with the spare tire carrier with the carrier on the back. That's a real clean look. I really like that look as well.
Well, it sounds like you're having fun. Thanks for doing the interview. We really appreciate it. Just gonna go over everything again. It is a 2010 Toyota Tacoma with 17 by 11-inch blackout custom wheels with a 9mm offset. And that wheel and tire combo gives this Tacoma an aggressive stance. For tires, the 285 70 R17, which is going to be a 33-inch by 11-inch tire, and those are Falken Wild Peak all-terrains. And then for suspension, the Rough Country 3-inch suspension lift kit with the lifted N3 struts. For all things Tacoma, remember to keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.